Hello gold farmers, welcome to another Gold Nuts farming video. Today I'm going to go over the Scarlet Halls. Unlike the Scarlet Monastery, this dungeon isn't as good to run. You can complete it in about 4.5 minutes, but it doesn't really drop a whole lot of silk cloth, and where it does share the same greens that you can get as the Scarlet Monastery, I've not noticed as many good drops. If you hadn't watched my video over the Scarlet Monastery, then the items that you can get that sell for a decent amount are the banded armor, which sells for about 2.6k, the glimmering mail greaves, which sells for about 2.6k, the glimmering mail breastplate, which sells for about 3.1k, and the glimmering mail coat, which sells for about 2k. Both the glimmering and banded sets sell for a decent amount, but those are the items that I saw that sold for the most out of the sets. While this dungeon is short and has beasts in it that you can't skin, it's not a recommended dungeon to farm unless if you plan on doing the Scarlet Monastery too. If you plan on farming Scarlet Monastery, then it's best that you run back and forth between the two before you reset the dungeon, so that way you can get 20 instances instead of the 10. However, I don't believe you will reach the distance of getting locked out. If you run on classes that can move faster and you try really hard to cut the time it takes to run these instances, you might be able to get close to getting locked out of the instances, but if you run both of them, I don't see it happening. Running both of them back to back will give you a greater chance of getting some of the items that I'd listed off. I was lucky and got the banded armor piece while I was running the Scarlet Monastery, but so far for this instance I've not gotten anything really mention worthy. I have noticed a lot more green drops, but that's really about it. If I remember correctly, there is a piece of loot that you can pick up at the end of this instance that sells for a good amount, but I am not 100% sure on that. I tried to look it up a little bit, but I couldn't find anything over it, so if you know, leave a comment down below, and please let me know if this is the right dungeon, or if it's still obtainable, because Blizzard could have easily nerfed that. As you can see, running this instance twice, I was only able to get 50 silk cloth and almost 40 wool cloth, which isn't bad. If you'd seen my videos on how to make mullions with wool cloth and how to make mullions with silk cloth, then you can learn how to make more gold off of those. If you haven't, then I highly suggest that you do. It can turn the smallest profit from raw materials into a fairly large one, as long as you are lucky and know how to manipulate the auction house a little bit. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to learn how the manipulation works. Basically, all you do is you turn your claws into bolts and disenchant greens that you craft with the bolts. And hopefully the cloth that you get is either really cheap or you find it from dungeons. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.